to the final HGI News broadcast of the 2012-2013 school year.
Our first story explores the possibility of opening Facebook at HGI.
Like most schools, Facebook is blocked at HGI, while many other social networking sites like YouTube and Twitter are no longer blocked.
Some of the good things that will come out of using Facebook is our ability to communicate with the students and the parents and with each other as staff. And once we get staff on board, it will kind of push their understanding of where students are and how they use technology.
I think if we open Facebook, there's a potential for easier communication between teachers and students. A lot of teachers, a lot of students are already on Facebook, so it's logical that you would want to communicate through a medium that students and teachers are already using instead of creating another website where they would have to go.
I want Facebook open.
I think it should because you can interact with other people.
You could get interviews from famous people and regular people that way.
I would go like educational pages and get information.
You can ask people different questions, and maybe there is some answers on Facebook that you can find anywhere else.
Showing students the potential ways that it can be used for their learning, for organization, to make contact with experts in fields that they might be interested in researching for inquiry projects. I think that potential is really important and we need to tap into that.
Many students at HGI want Facebook unblocked, but many teachers disagree. Facebook could help our learning, but it also brings issues that scare teachers.
One of the potential issues with opening Facebook up at HGI is that we have an age range that goes from basically 10 to 15, and Facebook's policy is you're not allowed to have Facebook until you're 13. So the grade 7s, 6s, 5s, potentially you're out of luck.
We need to take a look at the social media that students are using and help them to understand how to use it appropriately and teach them about digital citizenship in that area.
Although Facebook remains blocked, students continue to find ways to access Facebook. Hopefully in the near future this will no longer be a problem.
Next, we take a look at how Winnipeg's economic growth led to us getting an IKEA.
IKEA is just the latest addition to Winnipeg's rapid development and economical growth, which also includes the new Bomber Stadium, the Winnipeg Jets returning, and the Human Rights Museum.
Winnipeg has always been on the IKEA radar for a number of years. Contrary to what a lot of Winnipeggers think, we have been thinking about coming here for a while, but we had to make sure that all of those factors were in place.
Some of the factors the city needs to have for IKEA to add in new locations are a good location that is close to highways for truck shipments to come in easily, developed area or plan to develop the area, and it needs to be close to other businesses.
We are part of a global expansion, so it's not just IKEA Canada, but it's IKEA globally. So we only open a handful of stores across the world each year. So there are a lot of requirements. We look at a good location. That's probably number one. We look at something that's really close to highways so that it's easy for transportation. I mean, we have several trucks that come in every single day, so we have to make sure that getting to the store is easy. We look at economic impact of the city, population. There are a lot of things that we take into account.
IKEA is a very popular store. People from Winnipeg used to drive out to other IKEA locations to shop there. Now with a Winnipeg store, people from other towns will also come to shop at IKEA.
I think that any economical development in a city, regardless of the business or the sports team or the museum, is always good for the community and the people that live in this city. Having the options and having the entertainment and having things to do is never a bad thing. And by bringing in these new businesses and developments, it's just increasing the economic traffic to the city as well as, visitors and really putting Winnipeg on the map.
Next up, let's join Mr. Fast and the grade 8s for their heart dissection lab.
In late January 2013, Mr. Fast, a grade 8 teacher, Mr. Fast started a project called the Heart Dissection.
It's like, I don't know how to explain it. It's what holds everything together. It's what holds your guts together.
I like to teach with hands-on style, and I thought if people could actually see what it was that we were talking about, they would be able to remember it a little easier.
I learned that the lungs aren't just kind of like balloons, they actually have air tubes and stuff.
I learned more about the heart and about the lungs and how our system works inside.
I did learn a lot from the hard hat section. I thought it was actually pretty cool, all the textures and how everything felt, because it was quite different than what people would expect. It was really cool to have a hands-on experience.
In the middle of the month, 3 classes participated in the heart dissection. Students were excited, scared, and anxious to participate.
Cutting out the heart and dissecting it, it was really cool.
My favorite part of the experience was cutting it open and putting your hands in it and
I really like the fact that Mr. Fast had us doing it hands-on and not worksheets and stuff. It was really interesting the fact we got to, basically we had an outline and we got to do whatever we wanted and teach ourselves.
At the end of the day, classes and the students in 8 Mac, 8D, and 8 Fast enjoy the heart dissection.
Keep going. Keep going. Blast it, come on. Okay, stop.
Our third story brings us back to April, when HGI was visited by a Jump Rope for Heart demo team.
I don't care. I love it. I don't care. I got this feeling on the summer day when you were gone. I crashed my car into the bridge. I watched
So what we like to do at Heart and Stroke Foundation with our Jump Rope for Heart program is use the demo teams as a kickoff for the schools to kick off their Jump Rope for Heart event. So we bring the demo teams around to various schools in the city to help get the kids excited about jumping rope.
So Jump Rope here got started at HGI. Started when I was student teaching last year at Beaumont School, and I actually went out and went on tours with the demo team. And I knew how fantastic they were, and I wanted to get them here into HGI. So we did a little bit of a swap. The Asphalt Dance crew went to Beaumont and did a performance, and then their demo team came here to HGI to do a performance as well.
Well, it's like the purpose of this team is just to go around to schools and get the word out about raising money for the Heart and Stroke Foundation.
To help raise money for the Heart and Stroke Foundation and show people how it helps your heart.
The skipping club is to promote cardiovascular endurance, hand-foot coordination, hand-eye coordination. It's particularly good for goalies because they have to have good reaction time. They have to make their feet and their hands move at the time they need to quickly. And it's amazing for cardiovascular endurance. One of the best activities there is.
I joined this team because I love activities and sports and fitness.
I joined this team because I like skipping and it's fun and it's healthy. You improve your cardiovascular and it's just fun.
We gon' rock this club. We gon' go all night. We gon' light it up like it's dynamite. 'Cause I told you once.
I'm trying to do tricks. Also, the front press.
Are you having any success?
No. I can do it, then I try to get up, but not skipping. It's very hard to do tons of tricks. I tried to do a double knot, but I failed everything. I can't do it, but I know how to skip. It hurts sometimes, but usually it doesn't work. Never works for me. My favorite part was when they put on the show for us. My favorite part was when they taught us all the cool tricks at the end.
Definitely when they did that triangle thing, that was really cool.
In May of this year, HGI News had the opportunity to present at a divisional community luncheon. Let's take a look.
This spring, the Pembina Industrial School Division held 3 luncheons in the whole division, helping schools connect to their community.
At these community luncheons, we want to showcase some of our student achievement. So that's why students from HGI and Openwald are here today. And we also want to share how our students are doing and how we know. So I'll be sharing some student data.
What we've done is we've invited a group of community representatives, a cross representation from different areas. We have community leaders, we have leaders that are in the retail industry as well as members of our daycare and other community groups.
I'm Ronan, and Oakenwald School presentation is about the AIM program.
On peasants, come on apprend, les Français à l'école, Oakenwald.
Hopefully, thanks to these luncheons, people will have better ideas of what happens in their schools.
Thanks for tuning in and supporting the HGI News broadcasts.
It has been an action-packed year from start to finish, which HGI News had the pleasure of sharing with the community.
And remember, stay classy, HGI.
All summer!
Bye-bye!